Hello and welcome, Pauleh here. And it's been a little while since I've released one of these videos, but here we are and here we go. I am back playing on Empire in Flames, which is a Star Wars Galaxies emulated server. It's got a whole bunch of cool customized features to it. And, well, you're staring at one right now. This is my character Sarvis, and he is an IG droid. I think it's IG-88, I could be wrong, but yeah, he's my bounty hunter. If you've watched me stream recently, you'd have seen me level him up. He's a bounty hunter running rifleman and pikeman. I've still got a few points left over, going to put them somewhere, but I haven't decided where yet. And yes, as you can see, we are still in Broken Bridge. Broken Bridge is still here, which is nice. It was the first city on the server. Although it was set up by admins, it's the most famous of places. It's the best place still for new players to come and learn, get buffed, get help, take some lobby missions. It's just a great all-round place. Plenty of gear, plenty of vendors. So it is a very good starting place, and for those that don't know, it is on Corellia, just northeast of Coronet. Now, I want to talk about my ults before I go on and discuss some of the new features that has occurred while I've been away. So, first of all, my main character called Tyron, who's an Imperial. I had to close down my guild, the Ashen Order, and our player city, Valley of Ashes, which if I'm not mistaken was the first actual player placed city back when the server went live. That is long gone, which is a shame. I really liked it, but maybe one day I will give it another go, who knows, or maybe we'll start something new elsewhere. But on my main character called Tyron, I just want to give a big shout out to the guild that took me in and have been helping me, and it's been a blast and a lot of fun so far, which is Mercenaries, Artists and Skilled Craftsmen, also known as MASC. And these are the kind folks that run Broken Bridge and their other town, which is on Tatooine, called Destalon. And I do recommend you give it a look if you get the chance. I just want to give a big shout out to everyone there. Thank you for looking after me so far, and yeah, providing me with all this fun. I've had a blast. Now I want to get on to a few new features, and again, this is probably going to take a few different videos to cover everything, but we'll get to it. We'll get to it. First things first, this building here. And this one's going to take a bit of explaining, so bear with me. You can now, if you're in a city, you're a citizen of a city, and you have, I believe it is Martial Policy 4 or Civic Policy 4, the New Republic and Martial for Empire, you can run to become a senator or a councilman of that planet. And what that allows you to do is you and the other senators or councilmen, depending on which faction you're on, they get to get together and cast a vote on where the next GCW target should be. Now, what I mean by GCW target is that there's a new system which was developed for Empire in Flames, and it's basically a invasion system. And the way it works is that Empire or the New Republic, they can vote on which planet they want to invade. They'll go and attack it, and the way it works is that you have to conquer every starport on a planet. And the way you conquer it is via base busting, essentially. If you've done any base busting in the past where you slice each terminal and set it to overload, It's very similar to that, except it's in starports, and you don't destroy the starport, you just merely take it over. But you have to take over either 3 or 4 different starports depending on the planet you're on. Now, I do actually have some footage of this. I was able to partake in one recently. Unfortunately, the server did happen to crash. And I do have a bit of footage, which you can see is been playing in the background. But as I said, unfortunately the server did crash, so I wasn't able to experience the full length of the GCW invasion. But it's cool, you start off at a war camp outside of one of the starports, you've got to fight your way in there, you've got to slice all the terminals, take it over and then get over to the next one. And keep in mind, while you're doing this, you either have the New Republic or the Empire trying to stop you. So this is very much based on factions, and it also brings in a new currency called Warfame, which can only be earned at the moment in GCW. But cool thing about that is that it gives you some pretty cool rewards. As you can see here, there is a variety of armors which you can't get normally, but now you can as a reward for doing the GCW invasions. And you can wear all of these and they look pretty awesome in game, as well as these new trench coats, these new dusters with the faction emblems on, which is very cool. So yeah, there is a lot of cool stuff in this game that has been added, that has been developed and added, and it's fantastic, and I do implore everyone to give it a go if you haven't already. I believe from this particular video the next GCW invasion will be this coming Saturday, so get on here, pick a side, get your combat template all done up, because honestly it doesn't take long to do on this server. XP rates are reduced, or XP amounts per skill box are reduced, so you can get it knocked out in a couple of hours, a few at the most, depending on how quick or slow you want to go. And the other thing I want to point out is that you may have noticed that there are a few different buildings here, such as the tower with the windows, the balcony. It was the building we were just in, and there's also a ship home hidden away over there, as you can see. And these were actually, they're in game, but they were handed out during an event, a previous event I wasn't around for, but they may come back and they may be obtainable in the future, who knows. But it's another really cool thing that you can check out. Now, as I said, there's a lot of features to cover in this game, so I'm going to try and do my best. And even my character, which again is a new species that was added. There are a couple of knickknacks that I haven't even seen yet, haven't come across, or just haven't really got a chance to explore, but when I do, I'll show that off in future videos. Now, HoloNets. And now I call them HoloNets, but it's actually the Newsnet terminal. These are located in the starports, and if you go up to them and interact, you can see a lot of different options that are here now. For instance, upcoming events, you can see what is going to be happening on the server. You've got patch notes, so you can see all the new things that have been added. Now, galactic politics, this is what I was talking about earlier with the senators and the councillors, and as you can see that each of these planets, or most of them, have someone serving that planet on each respective council. If it says open, it means there isn't any, and as you can see, the Empire is actually missing quite a few. It's got quite a few open spots, and yeah, that's gonna need changing, but we will see what goes on there. You never know, I may myself try and get involved somehow. Something I'm working on. And we have war news, which you can have a quick look at the headlines. The Empire fended off an assault by the New Republic on Dathomir. This was the GCW, you've got a war correspondent where you can read all this cool information. All IC, of course. The invasion timer, which tells you when the next invasion is, which is going to be in 4 days, 4 hours. And around the galaxy. Again, just more information to check out. One other thing I forgot to mention is that there has been a few more additions to the game. If I show you this galactic map, you can see here we have a few new planets. Coruscant. How would you pronounce this now? Chandrila. I've probably butchered it, but oh well. Kuwait. Hanab was here last time I played, but Hoth. So there's all these new, and Mon Calamari. There's all these new planets that have been added, created by people from the community and just added to the server, which is fantastic. One of the other cool things that have happened is that you can now go to any starport, regardless of planet, and you can travel to any planet. You don't have to go to whatever's connected like you used to. For instance, you used to only be able to get to Locke via traveling from Tatooine, but that's no longer the case. You can go there regardless of where you are. Now, the way that was balanced out is that interplanet shuttling only costs 100 credits, but if you want to fly somewhere, it's going to cost a little bit more depending on where you want to go. That has just been another nice change to the Empire in Flames server. And yeah, as I said, there's more changes that have been done on the server. I just haven't come across them, or I don't have a full list. But I'm going to do my best to cover as much as I can. This video, I realise I rambled a bit, but it's takes a bit of getting used to, getting back into the groove of it. But what you'll probably see is me streaming more from this server, so if you do want to see more of this game, be sure to check out my streams. If you're interested in playing, then check out the links in the description of this video. They will guide you to where you need to go in order to install this game and install Empire in Flames so you can play on here. On that note, the server's definitely looking for more players if you're interested. The Empire is looking for more guilds, more troops, you name it. Same can be said for the New Republic, but I am Imperial, so I'm a little bit biased, but they do need the help at the moment. And yeah, with any luck you're going to see some more videos from me. Some of them are going to be more roleplay videos. Hopefully get a kind of news feed going on and talking about events that are happening in game. As well as just other stuff like PvP content and of course the GCW, the invasions. But yeah, again, there's a lot to cover. It's a big game, a big world, and just like a tiny speck in it, so. But that's really it for this video. Again, I apologize for rambling, but I'm just gonna get back into that groove. And I really wanted to share this again because this is now my home. It's where I'm playing, it's where I've been enjoying myself this past week or so since I've returned, and I'm really hoping more people will come on here and enjoy it as well. So yeah, that's all for now. Thank you for watching. Until next time.